You are watching the Dallas Cowboys Report. Let's dive into some rumors and a couple news items I want to get into at the back end on today's show. Beginning with, well, let's drink some of the Kool-Aid here, folks. Double-digit wins for the Cowboys. I am in. Sign me up. And I've been in for a pretty decent while here, but some more odds have come out, and I feel pretty good about where the Cowboys currently sit. Yes, things can go crazy. Maybe I should only have given this 3 stars, but let's not be cowards to start off today's show. The over-under set by our sportsbook partner, BetUS, has it as 9.5, and I think that's a fair over-under. That's a good over-under to get bets flowing. But the Cowboys are the betting favorites in the NFC East, and I fully anticipate, even though we can argue, and we will later on in the show, about if this is the most talented Cowboys team that they've had in the past couple of seasons, the way the schedule sets up, the reality that the Cowboys should simply regress back to the mean, and that means winning more one-score games. If you win 2 more one-score games, you're a double-digit win team. The Cowboys were horrible, among the NFL's worst in that category last year. This upcoming season, I anticipate them being much, much better in that category. If they go 4-4, that's a 10-win season, folks. Now, here are the odds from BetUS. Over under 9.5 wins. The over the money line is minus 165. The under is plus 135. What that means is the money says bet the Cowboys to take the over on that one. So let's say hypothetically you put in a $25 bet to go over 9.5 wins. That means you hit 40-15 coming back your way. And if you want to bet on the NFL, if you want to bet on the Cowboys this year, well, we have a new sportsbook partner, BetUS. And on top of that, as your boy here, folks, got a $1,000 bonus for bringing them on. But you know what? The show is not possible without you guys, and you guys are awesome. So I'm going to take that $1,000 and I'm going to give it back to you guys. Here's how we're going to do this. If you are among the first 10 people to sign up and deposit $100 with BetUS, DM me on Twitter about it, and we will hook you guys up with a Cowboys jersey. Current player, there's a whole bunch available. We'll get you guys set up, but it is only available for the first 10 people. 10 days till game day. We know there's a lot of you guys who might be interested, and I only have $1,000. Now, if there are a lot more than 10 of you who sign up, well, I think we can figure something out and get something going there. I'll go to Baffier. Maybe they can give me a little bit extra money, and we'll get something going there. But for now, it is only for the first 10 people. So go to chatsports.com/bet. That will take you right into the BetUS site. When you deposit your money, you'll see the promo code UseCowboys75. Now, look, you can use mobile. That's what most people do. I actually found the desktop side is a little bit easier. But remember, first 10 people only. So head to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Cowboys75 once you place your deposit. After you make your first bet, hit me up on Twitter at whatgoingdown. That way I can track who actually gets in first, second, third, all the way down to number 10. And then once we verify, we'll get you guys hooked up with a Cowboys jersey. Again, that's chatsports.com/bet. Promo code is Cowboys75. Let's go to injuries now here for the Dallas Cowboys. There was a super chat, and I think it's very accurate here. Jourdan Lewis to IR. I will give it 1 star. And the fact that Jourdan Lewis today at practice had his boot on his ankle taken off, actually dropped it from the 2 stars I had planned. Blogging the Boys was the first one to float this idea out there, and I actually kind of like it. I think there's some rationale behind it because, folks, you probably don't know this, and that's okay. I wouldn't expect you to. The IR rules have changed this year. There are unlimited players who can be placed on IR and return, and as soon as 3 weeks. So if you're Jourdan Lewis and you're the Cowboys, like, geez, by the time we get him fully ramped up, it might not be until week 4 or 5, which I don't think it is, but it might be. It does make some sense. Now, the one key potential problem here is that if you put a player on IR, you do have to carry them through the 53-man roster cut. So you have to get Jourdan Lewis through that to begin with. So you would have to then place him on IR and hope the guy you want to get on the active roster in the meantime is still available. So I gave it just the 1 star there, but I do think it makes some sense, and it is something I will monitor. I would call it a surprise move, but I think there is a possibility that it happens. So speaking of Jourdan Lewis, is he going to start this year for the Dallas Cowboys? You guys know that I'm a member of the Free Jourdan campaign, one of the founders actually. I think the answer is no, though. So let me know what you think. If you get the ad break here on YouTube, head on down to the pinned comment and get your votes in. It's 1 for yes and 0 for no. You guys don't like this topic, but it's going to be there this year, guys. Cowboys players kneeling. You know what? I think this is the route they're going based on comments from Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, and Tyrone Crawford in the past, 24 hours or so. Crawford today said players have, quote, been given the green light to protest if they want and as they see fit. Now, Dak has said he wants this decision to be an individual one. McCarthy agreed with Dak, and as Dak often does in these press conferences, I thought he had a very good answer to this question. Here's what Dak said. That's what this country is about. The freedom to do that, the freedom to express yourself. We heard Mr. Jones talk about grace, sharing grace, and having grace with players in what they want to do. If I had it my way, that's exactly what we would do. Express ourselves individually, but love and support one another collectively. I think Dak makes a pretty damn good point there. I think the reality of the NFL world that we're in right now, you are going to see players, you're going to see Dontari Poe, probably some other Cowboys players as well, choose to kneel. We'll see how Jerry Jones handles that, because Jerry Jones in the past has been very clear. He is team stand. Jerry doesn't like the kneeling. He's trying to play the fine line right now. We know where in reality he sits, but he's going to try and back his players because that's more important for, the Cowboys having success as a football team. So you guys get your votes in. Kneel or stand. Some of you have claimed you're not going to watch the NFL if the players kneel. How about you just don't watch the anthem? How about you just ignore that part until kickoff? It's not that hard. It's really not. It should be pretty easy. It's fine. And if you don't want players to kneel, I at least somewhat understand where you're coming from. Just, take a look at their perspective as well. Let's go to Amari Cooper then. Is he fine? I think maybe something's up, though. 3 stars on this one as my voice gets higher, too. Cooper has been limited to a sometimes non-participant in practice for the past 4, I should say. And the Cowboys have been super evasive about what exactly is going on with Amari Cooper, which is exactly what they did last year. Jerry Jones says in word salad form was like, oh, he's fine, there's no injury. Mike McCarthy, also in word salad coach speak form, was like, yeah, everyone's got something at camp. I think he's okay. I think he's going to be playing in week 1. I'm not panicking about it quite yet, but at the back of my mind, this is what happened last year. Cooper just had something off. His foot was wrong, and my suspicion is look, the Cowboys have some pretty advanced medical stuff that I believe they are using to identify when a potential player could have a problem. I think that's what happened with Amari Cooper. So I am inclined to believe that, yes, he's fine right now, but I also kind of want to fully see it because we went through this last offseason. There was just something up with Amari Cooper. So at this time, I am not panicking, but I am keeping my eye on it. So where are you guys at? Rate this for me on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 1 being you are freaking out, you're trading Cooper in fantasy, and you're trying to find a new receiver. Or that's a 10. There's a 10 right there. A 1 being you think nothing's wrong with Amari Cooper, and you're mad at me for even showing it. Let's go to this one because every year, guys. Is this the most talented Cowboys roster? This is the equivalent, as producer Brett says, the best shape of life SZN. Every year, this Cowboys team has the most talent ever. It might. We've also done the same thing for every year. That's what Zeke said today. Zeke said this is the most talented team he's been on. Guys, you can copy-paste that quote every single season from now for the next 10 years. That's just how things operate. I do think this is a good Cowboys team. And our friends over at BetUS have the Cowboys actually as the 6th highest Super Bowl odds, plus 1,500. They're behind the Chiefs, the Ravens, the Niners, Saints, the Bucks. They're actually tied, funny enough, with the Patriots on that one. So I think it does make some sense to be hyped about this Cowboys team. I am slowly and surely drinking more and more of the Kool-Aid as we go along. I actually already bet on the Cowboys. It was a low money bet, but you can win a lot. For example, $25 on BetUS, you'd win $400. So one more time, as a reminder, folks, head over to chatsports.com/bet. Use that promo code Cowboys75. We are still going to keep it open for the first 10 people who deposit $100. We will hook you guys up. I will, out of my own pocket, with a Cowboys jersey. So hit me up on Twitter if you have questions. It's at WhatGoingDowney, or just DM me your first bet, screenshot account ID, and we'll get you that jersey. Some roster cuts, the news items I wanted to briefly get into here. Nothing super surprising, but a couple like, oh, that came earlier than I thought. Clayton Thorson is out. He's been cut. Devin Smith has also been released. Undrafted rookie free agent Charlie Tumapeu has been cut as well. I was a little surprised the Cowboys cut Adam Redmond as early as they did, but he's gone. Pace Murphy is gone. Both Mitch Hyatt and Wyatt Miller, by the way, folks, have been waived injured, which means, assuming they clear waivers, I think they will today officially, that means they will revert to the team's IR. Hey Cowboys fans, thanks for watching the Cowboys Report. If you haven't already, click right here to subscribe to our channel for all the best Cowboys coverage on the internet. That's news, rumors, highlights, mailbags, film studies, and a whole lot more. And I'm making your lives a little bit easier as well with the next Cowboys Report video right here.